Hey, what's up, guys? So I got some updates for you. Last night I went to Monster Mania 39 at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. It's a 3-day event. Unfortunately, the only night I could go was Friday night. It's on as this video is going on today, which is Saturday, and tomorrow. Guys, I had a blast. I mean, it was so fun. I got there maybe about an hour or so before it actually started because I procrastinated. I didn't buy tickets online, so I had to buy my ticket at the door. So I had to wait in a line to get actually inside the building. Uh, but it moved pretty quick, and me and my buddy got in, and we still had probably about 45 minutes to an hour to kill. So we decided to sit at the bar, the hotel bar, and get something to eat, have a few beers, which we did. So we go to the bar, right, and we're sitting at the bar. We get some food and stuff, and we're just bullshitting around. And sure enough, Tony Todd, Candyman, walks behind me. Sits down at a table with his manager, and they order some food. He had a fedora type hat and a long coat on. Most people wouldn't even recognize him, but I picked them out. Didn't want to bother him. I'm not that asshole that's going to go up and interrupt him having his meal, so I just figured let him be. But it's just still pretty cool. Sitting there still, maybe about another 15 minutes goes by, and look who walks in next. Kane Hodder. He sits down at the other end of the bar, and then a few minutes later after that, Stephen Nape sits down next to him. They're good buds, and I got a story for that in a minute, so hang tight. So we're sitting there, we're eating. My buddy's like, go get a picture with him, go say hi, go say what's up. Again, I didn't want to be that asshole, like, so I kind of stood back. Well, after we got done eating, I did stop over, and I put my hands on Nape's and Hodder's shoulders, kind of came up between the two of them. And you'll see a picture in my slideshow of them two sitting at the end of the bar. Put my hands on their shoulders, and they kind of both turned around, looked at me like, what? And I just said, I just wanted to, come over and tell you guys, I like your films, and, I'm glad I have this opportunity to come and meet you guys today, and I'll see you later out at the photo op. And they're like, cool, man, all right, cool. And so that was that. So that was firstly. Secondly, after that, we actually went in to the actual ballroom where they were doing some of the signings and photo ops. Went firstly to Cassandra Peterson, Elvira. Went in, got a nice photo with her, had her sign a couple things for me. And then to her right was Pee Wee Herman, Ruben, whatever. I really don't have any interest for him. But did that, and guys, it's just so, like, the place is so big. There's vendors everywhere. I really didn't have enough time to experience the whole. You need 2 or 3 days to experience the whole thing as it should be, because there's, with all the vendors and then waiting in lines to see your favorite horror actor. It's so much. I mean, I was there from 3 o'clock yesterday till about 10:30, 11 o'clock last night, and still didn't even get to half of it. Met a lot of cool people. Like I said, I know horror fans are the nicest fans in the world. Everyone was just having a good time. There was no problems except for, there's a little problem with the actors, and I'll get to that in a minute. It's a pretty funny story. I figured from that point, we would go to Tony Todd, see if I can talk to him and get him to sign some things for me. I went to his line. Sure enough, got up there. I drank a couple beers while I'm in line waiting for him, which was really cool because one of the guys that was behind in line had a whole backpack full of Miller Lights. He's like, yo, you want a beer? I'm like, I don't know if I'm allowed, but nobody cares, man. It was just so cool, the atmosphere. So anyway, we're in the line for Tony Todd. We get up there, and sure enough, nice as heck. Got some photos with him, took some pictures. Told him my favorite movie is Night of the Living Dead, the remake, when he's, you know, turns into a zombie at the end of the movie. Told, you know, very friendly. And that's the problem, kind of, guys, because some of these actors are too friendly. And they want to, you know, and that's why the lines kind of get, you know, slowed down and stopped, because they do like to talk to all their fans. And, you know, when you got a line with probably 100 people in it, you know, you can't really, you kind of got to keep it going. That's why I didn't really try and talk too much with the actors. I didn't want to, you know, I'm being, you know, cognizant of the people behind me. After that, we decided, me and my buddy, to go try and get Tim Curry. Two biggest names here this weekend is John Carpenter and Tim Curry. So Tim Curry was next on the list. Figured might as well bite the bullet and wait in line. Guys, if you don't know, Tim Curry, actor of It, Rocky Horror Picture Show, he's in bad shape, guys. He had a stroke, and he's wheelchair bound, to be honest with you. Me and my buddy got a photo with him. Cost $100 to get a photo with him, so we got in it together. That way it's $50 each, a little cheaper for both of us. But my buddy actually, you know, told him how much he enjoys his movies, and Curry couldn't speak. He just kind of mumbled. He's you know, God bless him. You know, the guy is going through going through it. My buddy even went to shake his hand, and Curry could only do like one of these, a little finger touch. I felt so bad. I mean, it's just a, you know, sad situation. And so we ended up getting a photo op with him. He couldn't even sign autographs, guys. You had to get a pre-signed autograph on the table on the side, or I think you could leave your memorabilia with his agents, and they would, you know, have him sign it at a later time and mail it back to you. So that was another, you know, that was one of the you know, big highlights of the night, was meeting him. And then from there we went to I think I went to we walked around and saw some of the vendors. We were seeing what some of the people were selling. Very good stuff, guys. I mean, I buy a lot of my memorabilia off eBay and things like this. But they had everything there, guys. They had some very custom paintings with the actors' signatures on them. I mean, really cool stuff, guys. They had a murderabilia section that someone was selling some serial killer type stuff. Everything you could think of, guys. I mean, everywhere. I mean, mugs, glasses with engravings on them. It was just really cool. People were dressed up. Occasionally, you'll see that in my slideshow. I got a couple pictures, one with the creeper, I think, and another one. So then we went on to the next person, which was I guess Kane Hodder. So I'm waiting in line. My buddy, he couldn't wait in line. He, you know, had no interest for Hodder, so he went off on his own. And I'm waiting in line. I'm standing there. I'm probably a quarter away from the front of the line. That's how, and it took like about half hour, 45 minutes to get to that point. So I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, us in the line hear this commotion up at the table where they're doing the signatures. Like, what the hell's going on? Like, I mean, a lot of commotion, people screaming. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? All of a sudden, you see Steve Nape run by with a couple people around him, holding his arm. Here, he had a slice on his arm. I don't know if you can see my arm. Right across his arm, his forearm. That I could actually see when he walked by me. I could see his, like, the tendons in his arm. It was deep. What the hell happened? And he's bleeding all over the fucking floor. I mean, he runs out. So I talked to one of the other guys, came from the front line, kind of mingled his way back to us that were standing in line, and we asked him, said, what happened? Here, Kane Hodder was, you know, people bring in machetes to have signed, and they were selling some actual machetes. And Kane Hodder had the machete, was playing around with it or something, and kind of went like this to Steve Nape's arm somehow, and literally slit his arm open. From what I understand, Nape was like, "What the fuck, dude? You know, where you going?" You know, and they were kind of going back and forth before he went running out. So here we go. Hodder had to leave the table, go out. You know, an ambulance came for Nape outside. Hodder had to go, from what I understand, make talk to the local police about it, let them know that was just a mistake, you know. And sure enough, well, when Nape ran by, I forgot to mention this, with the blood coming out of his arm, there's tape on the floor that kind of signifies where you are standing in line. Oh yeah, he bled all over the floor. So my creepy ass, I took a picture of the bloody tape on the floor before they took the tape up or cleaned it off. When you see the slideshow, you'll see some tape with blood on it. That's what that is. That's actual real blood. That's Nape's blood on a thing. The person behind me were kind of joking around like, "Oh, let's get that tape and sell pieces of it on eBay for, you know, $20 a piece." But anyway, so Hodder had left the table, and all of us in line, there's probably about 200 people in line. We don't know whether to go, you know, whether he's coming back or not. About 45 minutes later, he came back and started, you know, signing autographs. You could tell Hodder was really upset by the situation. He wasn't really talking to too many people after that. He was just kind of sign and go. Like, you know, it really, you know, really messed with him, as should be. You know, he just cut his, you know, friend's arm by mistake, and there you have it. I mean, I saw, like I said at the beginning, they were at the bar. They're good friends at the beginning of the night, where me and my buddy were having a couple drinks. We saw them. So it's got to be a tough situation, but definitely an odd situation. I don't know why they have, you know, allow real machetes in a place like this, in a convention anyway. I mean, in this day and age with all this shit going on, it takes nothing for some asshole to take a machete and start going buck wild in there. I mean, I have a feeling after this, things are going to change up a little bit. I mean, there's even a table, a vendor was selling, you know, big Bowie knives and shit like that. Like, they're cool, don't get me wrong. I'm a weapon fanatic, you know, but at the same time, you know, in this day and age, it makes you think twice if you want to have this kind of stuff around where, you know, people are, where anybody can, you know. So with that being said, it was just a fun time, guys. I mean, even when we left about 10:30 last night, there was people wheeling suitcases in the hotel. People were just getting there as we were leaving at 10:30, 11 o'clock last night. So today, I'm sure it's going to be mobbed, packed to the brim. I wish I could go on today, but I got work tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, so I didn't get Carpenter. His line was wrapped around the building 3 or 4 times, and I think he eventually, you know, they put a cap on it. They weren't. He wasn't taking any more people. So I missed out on him, but I did get Tony Todd, Cassandra Peterson, C.J. Graham. I got him, and Kane Hodder, and Tim Curry. He's, you know, I'm glad I got him. Like I said, we don't know how much longer, unfortunately, he'll be around. I mean, he seems like, to me anyway, he's in really bad shape. And plus, from what I understand, he hasn't done a whole heck of a lot of these type of events, you know, within the past so many years. He's just not the type of guy to come out and do these types of, you know, signings and photos, even before he got sick. So I'm very happy to have his, you know, photo with him. And best of luck to him. Prayers with him and family. I mean, he's a damn good actor. Like I said, him and Carpenter are mainly the 2 people I went to see. And you know, unfortunately, I couldn't get Carpenter, but maybe next time. C.J. Graham, nicest guy in the world. We were actually kidding around. He actually wanted to arm wrestle me on his table, and You know, I said, okay, and I started rolling up my sleeve, and he said, nah, never mind. So it was pretty funny. We were talking, and I went to, take my wallet out for a photo. I have his signature from previously collecting it in time. So I went to pull out my wallet for just a photo op with him. He's like, dude, put your wallet away. I don't charge for signatures. Cool as shit, dude. Like, who does that? I mean, everyone else in there, they're nickel and dime and everything. He was like, nah, man, I'll take a picture with you. No charge, He was actually a little insulted. I was trying to give him money for his photo, But coolest guy, nicest guy in the world. Cassandra Peterson, Elvira, she looks great. 66, looks fabulous. Very nice as well. And that's about it. Richard Dreyfuss was there. He's, I didn't get a chance to see him. I saw him, but I didn't get a chance to get a photo with him or anything. But he looks like he's, wearing down a little bit too. Full gray beard, gray hair, real short. He must have shrunk. I mean, I don't know how tall he is, but he's shorter than me, and I'm only 5'8", and I know he's damn good actor, though. Damn good actor. But yeah, guys, we just had a lot of fun. Met a lot of new people. Standing in line with people. Was able to, speak with other people and really connect with some people. I'm a little upset I didn't bring any of my horror stash shit with me. I had business cards. I would have loved to, get the horror stash kind of circulating around that environment. But like I said, this was all kind of last minute. I wasn't even sure if I was able to go until yesterday, basically Thursday night for Friday. So, but yeah, guys, so I'm going to make a slideshow. Probably right after this video, I'm going to put one together with some photos I had taken from the event, and be sure to watch it. I mean, there's some cool photos. I didn't just take pictures of myself. Took a couple wide photos of the convention itself, and like I said, a couple people were wearing costumes. I kind of got some photos with them. Just a fun time. I wish I could have gone today, but it is what it is. Alright, guys, that's all I have for you. Keep it horror, and we'll see you next time. Peace.